What is going on, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about Boruto, and more specifically, I'm going to be telling you why all of you are fucking haters. Just kidding, of course, but seriously, in the Naruto community, as far as I've seen, for some reason, Boruto has been getting a lot of hate. Not just from people who are actually watching it, from people who haven't even seen the first episode, and I just think that it's kind of ridiculous. And I already made this whole video talking about how the series as a whole is getting way more hate than it deserves, and people just don't really understand the main point of the story, and that it's never going to be as great as Naruto. I don't know why people even thought in the first place that that could ever possibly be the case. But in this video specifically, I would like to talk about the character of Boruto, because despite him being the main character, and the main character is usually the favorite of the series, not usually for me, just in general, a lot of people actually do not like Boruto. I'd say he's one of the less favorite characters. And while he is far away from my favorite character, I do actually enjoy seeing him. I do like the things that he does for the most part, and I think he's getting way more hate than he deserves, and the people dishing out this hate seem to pretty much completely lack any empathy towards his situation. So let's lay out exactly what his situation is, okay? He is the son of the Hokage, Naruto of course, and his mother is Hinata. These are both two extremely loving parents, like completely over the top. I mean, Hinata's one thing, she always has been kind of that way, but Naruto is like on a completely different level. That is, in a way, the entire foundation of the original Naruto series. He is so overwhelmingly kind-hearted and has this kind of black and white sense of justice that it actually wins over his enemies time after time. The most famous ability he has, the Talk no Jutsu, that is said to be his most powerful technique. He can use at any time, and it pretty much is just him convincing his opponents to kind of join his side or surrender, I guess you could say. And he is able to do this by using his actions as credibility to say, hey, you know what? Despite all the shit that I've had to go through, I'm still standing here. I'm still saying that this is the right way to do things. I know that you've gone through some pretty tough shit too, but I'm telling you, if you just put your head down and muddle through for a while, it's gonna be awesome, okay? We're all gonna have a good time. Just come join the good guys. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is, based on what we've seen all the way through Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, is that Naruto is an extremely loving person, even towards his enemies. His friends he takes it to the next level to, so I can only imagine how he acts towards his wife and his kids specifically. Naruto and Hinata probably showered their kids in love and just awesomeness in general, pretty much all the way until Naruto became the Hokage, and then even of course there is still Hinata, but still, we're talking about Naruto here, okay? This guy is pretty much without a doubt the most powerful person, at least on their planet. I know there's gonna be some weird ass shit happening with like the Otsutsuki clan later, but at least at this point he is without a doubt the most powerful person alive. And with that being said, you know, he's going on missions, like S-rank missions, non-stop, just pulling them off with ease, I'm guessing. Getting paid out the ass. He probably has a ridiculous amount of money. He's able to buy them stuff all the time. He's able to be pretty much the ultimate father of all time, even training with his kids. I remember Boruto saying that he used to be able to train with Naruto, and that's no surprise considering look how powerful he is. He pretty much is a prodigy. And then, out of nowhere, when they're still just little kids, Naruto goes and becomes the Hokage, and pretty much probably the greatest Hokage of all time. He dedicates himself 100% to his job. He is almost never home, and that really is the whole big problem with Boruto. That is why he's always in such a bad mood and looks at Naruto in such a negative light. Naruto goes from being this all-loving dad to just out of nowhere never getting to see his family at all, pretty much kind of being seen as if he doesn't really care for them. He's more concerned with his job. These little kids, okay? Very little kids, Boruto and Himawari, don't really understand exactly what it means to be the Hokage. They can't understand the idea of war because they've never seen a war. Naruto ended the war. Only he understands exactly how important it is that he is working non-stop to not allow another war to happen, to keep this era of peace that is going on. And as we have seen in the last two episodes, it is pretty clear that there is a massive threat looming around. The Otsutsuki clan is going to play some kind of thing in the future. Naruto even said, we can't enjoy this era of peace for too much longer. Something is most certainly coming that we're going to have to handle. But with that being said, he is only talking to one of the most elite people in the village. This is classified information. This was said in the dialogue. Pretty much no one has any idea this is going on. Everyone thinks that this is just an era of peace. Oh yeah, it's going to be like this forever. Okay, so like they don't have any idea that this huge threat is coming. They just think that it's all good, and for some reason Naruto doesn't want to talk to his family. Pretty much what I'm trying to say with all of this is that Boruto is 12 years old. I think he might be 13 now because he just had his birthday, but okay, he's either 12 or 13 years old. He is still very much just a little kid. This is not something that a little kid wants to go through. Like, this really is something that we always see when, you know, we're like growing up, the kind of TV shows where a kid has a not so in the picture father, right? That's like a very classical theme, and we all agree that their life kind of sucks because of it. I mean, you know, it's kind of like the Naruto Sasuke situation from the beginning of the story, where Naruto is like, you know, I've never really had any parents and I've been able to get through this. It sucks, obviously, but whatever, like, I'm still here. And then we have Sasuke saying, okay, I mean, yeah, that's true, but it's actually worse to have parents to begin with just for them to be taken away, which is really worse, you know. I mean, that's up to the viewer. But that's not the point. I'm saying that there is a lot of reason for Boruto to be pretty disappointed in his father at this point. While maybe a super cool, like, Mitsuki level character would just look past this, he would understand exactly why it has to be the way he is. I mean, again, he's just 12 or 13 years old, alright? He has to kind of have some kind of flaws. I think that this is a completely reasonable one for someone of his age, and it's not like it completely ruins his character. Despite that being a thing, I think he actually has some pretty cool qualities. For one thing, he has already been shown to really care about the people around him. Just starting with the episode where he got all his friends together because he realized that they're not going to be spending so much time together with each other anymore because they're all graduating from the academy. They're going to go on their own missions and maybe not talk to each other so much. And he kind of brought them all together and made them realize that this was becoming a thing, and now, at least I think it seems to be happening a decent amount, they are actually kind of interacting all the time. They try to hang out, go eat together and whatnot. He seems to have actually accomplished something there because he wants to be closer with his friends. And even more so than his friends, he has been shown to really love his family. Even Hinata did say that despite the fact that they're always kind of quarreling with each other, Naruto and Boruto actually really do love each other, and that's what makes it such a difficult relationship to deal with. Episode 51 is actually the episode that made me realize I wanted to make this video talking about why Boruto actually is a pretty decent character. Especially as protagonist, he completely does fit the role, but even just despite that, despite him fitting the role well, just like Eren in Attack on Titan, I think that he actually is a cool character that somebody could like. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually was a lot of people's favorite character. So in episode 51, it is Boruto's birthday, and it is agreed upon pretty much. Everyone is of the understanding that Naruto is going to be making an appearance to celebrate his birthday, which, like, kind of does seem like the bare minimum he should be doing, right? He should probably be showing up to his son's 13th birthday. Like, you know, again, he's still pretty young, okay? It would be pretty disappointing if Naruto was not to show up, and what do you know, he didn't. He got busy with Hokage stuff again, of course, and Boruto was reasonably upset. I mean, really, I thought he took it pretty well. He didn't make like a big scene or anything at the dinner table, and he kind of just went to his room and sat there for a second. When Sarada came in to kind of console him or whatever, he was like, you know, whatever, I mean, wasn't getting my hopes up or anything. Like, obviously, he is much more disappointed than he's actually showing. Despite the fact that he is really sad about these things on the inside, isn't it kind of like a good thing that he just kind of does keep it inside? He doesn't make it anyone else's problem. I think that that's kind of a huge part of his character. But even more importantly than that, the part that I really love to see after he does get over that, the first time that he confronts Naruto, which is at least like a day later. Like, he has still not even made contact with Naruto a considerable amount of time after his actual birthday. When he does confront him, you know, Naruto tries apologizing. He's like, no, fuck that, I'm over it, dude. Whatever, I pretty much was expecting that anyway, but I'll tell you what, Himawari's birthday is coming up in a little bit of time, and you better fucking be there, okay? He makes him promise right on the spot that no matter what is going on, that he will be making an appearance. And that is what I love so much about his character. How much he cares about the people around him. His family is like on a completely different level too. He really does love his little sister, and he was so disappointed to see that she had some kind of inkling that Naruto might not show up, and he couldn't stand it. He's like, oh, he will be showing up. I will make sure that he is going to show up. And that is without a doubt my favorite part of his character, how much he does care about the people around him. Sure, he does act like an ass sometimes, like in the most recent episode, episode 52. He did overestimate his abilities and kind of put himself in danger because of it. But I mean, again, that's not even like that far-fetched. Like, Naruto used to do the exact same things when just at the beginning of the series. Like, this is not anything so over the top. It's not like he's just being super cocky just because he's the Hokage's son and whatnot. He's really not that bad. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is here, yes, of course, he does have a few flaws, but so does every character, especially the protagonist. They should have more flaws than everyone, and they have to work through them to get better, and I think he's doing a very good job of that so far. And even besides that, he has a lot of great qualities as well that I love to see, and hopefully as the series continue, we will see even more of. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Remember to leave me a comment letting me know what you thought about this video, if you enjoyed it, if you'd like to see more Boruto videos. I highly doubt that's going to be happening because there's really not that much to talk about Boruto, and I only make anime non-One Piece videos on Fridays, so it's pretty unlikely. You know, I do like to shake it up, but I mean, if you guys want to see it again, I do like Boruto. I think it's pretty decent, so I would be willing to make more. As always, remember to check out my Discord channel that I started a little while ago. It's been really growing lately. We're at like 130-ish members right now. A lot of activity going on, more than I was anticipating, really. Something I did not expect is that a lot of people, like every single night for the past 5 nights, have been just getting in the general voice chat and just talking about One Piece and whatnot. It's kind of like what I've been doing in my live streams lately, except I'm not live streaming. I'm not causing this. Like, I'll just be, you know, looking through the Discord and boom, there's like 10 people sitting in the general voice chat, and I go in there and they're just like all talking about One Piece and whatnot. It's awesome. I go in there and you would think, you know, they'd be excited to see me and whatnot, but they're like, oh, it's fucking Franky. Just keep going, keep going. It's kind of disappointing, honestly, but it's great. I love that that's going on, and I would like to see even more people in there. So with all of that, I hope you guys have an excellent rest of your day, and I'll talk to you on Sunday.